Hello again. It's late in the afternoon and I've had coffee and food. There's no such thing as peak oil. It's bullshit. It's just as big a bullshit as climate change and the fact that carbon is our enemy and CO2 is our enemy, yet you can't have us and plants and anything else in the world without carbon. And kind of weird how, we need to breathe out so that we can breathe in. And so do the trees. Anyhow, no such thing as peak oil. Doesn't exist. Here's two examples. The little oil pits, you can think of the fancy name for it, in California. It's a tourist attraction. Yes, the tar pits. That's right. You can go there, and they have all these things about how animals have fallen in them for years and blah, blah, blah. The oil is bubbling up in front of you every day. They used to have to pump it away to so that, it wouldn't just start flooding the ground and they could still have all their little displays and their walkways and make money off the fact that people can come watch the oil bubble out of the earth. You know how they control it? They were smart enough because you don't go far from there, and there's all kinds of oil activity in California. And what they did a long time ago, and we're talking about like the 1940s, they directional drilled into the seams and they control how much oil bubbles up to the ground so they can have their little happiness show. Now, the second one is here in Canada, in mostly Alberta, but also a little bit the Northwest Territories and Saskatchewan, and it's called the oil sands. It's not the tar sands, it's the oil sands. David Suzuki, who used to have a show on CBC called The Nature of Things in the 70s, when the whole thing started, when they started actually cleaning it up, it was the greatest thing in the world because it's the world's largest oil spill, because the oil is bubbling out of the earth, and it was killing plants and killing animals, and animals were sinking in it, and people were sinking in it, and people were drinking water and getting sick. So, okay, Alberta is all about oil. Let's figure this out. So they did. And we have what we have now in the oil sands, where they take that oil and they get it out of there, they refine it, and they use it for a lot of things. Now, here's the thing. After that, where they're done mining and where they're done stripping and where they're done with all their drilling platforms and shovel platforms, etc., what do you see? It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. They've reclaimed it. They've replanted. It's better than it probably ever was. There's no such thing as peak oil, folks. It's bullshit. Wake up. Have a nice day.